Hello everybody. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How we all doing? How is how is we all? But as I say, please go and check out my recent videos and like. Actually, no, I want it down. So, people, make sure that you are going to like some of my videos. It does help my channel grow. If you go and like some of my videos, go and show some support. You guys have been doing absolute phenomenal well on a day like today. Yes, sir. So, how is everyone doing on this fine morning? Yo, what's good? You don't know, bro. How we doing, bro? I hope you're doing very well. I hope your family are doing well. I hope everyone is doing well today. Oh, I'm so happy that we are able to do more and more. And we've been posting more and we've been doing more. So make sure you go and check out my videos. It is, isn't it? Even though these are parrots, and believe it or not, parrots are phenomenal. So far, I changed the background to make it. And I'm lagging. Not a good start. Let it settle. Think we're good for now. But how is your family doing, bro? So yes, welcome people to my live. We hope that today is going to be a good day for all of you. Fairs, bro. And if anyone is new, make sure you go and check out my recent videos. Go and show some love to them. It does mean the world to me. And we hope that everyone stays blessed, stays humble. And yes, we are here, we are live. And I hope you're enjoying the background. I do like to change backgrounds on my live streams quite a bit. So if you like the concept of learning nature and that sort of good stuff, come check me out because we do nature facts. Like, check this out for size. If you love nature, then check this out for size. Did you know that male ostriches can roar like lions, which is actually quite impressive? And if you were to touch paper, you will also be touching panda shit, which is kind of really bizarre. If you really think about that, yes, panda droppings can be turned into paper, and elephants can actually jump. Now, the background you see behind me, some parrots will dance when they hear music. And subscribe to You Don't Know if you like animal dicks, because let's face it, You Don't Know does love researching animal dicks for some odd reason. And if you were to try and drown a cockroach, it is actually bizarre because they can survive underneath the water for about 15 minutes. So, ironically enough, you can't really physically kill a cockroach that fast underwater. And even more, if you love tigers and you love The Lion King, I'm sorry, you're probably wondering, why does The Lion King and tiger have anything to do with The Lion King? Good question. That is because in The Lion King is actually a lion's roar that is, the reason for The Lion King's roar. Mixed with trash cans. So, The next time that you're hearing a lion's roar in The Lion King, just know that's actually a tiger's roar mixed with trash cans to make the effect of the lion's roar in The Lion King. And we know that Lion King is a beautiful film, yes, but tiger's roar is better than a lion's roar. And the reason for that is because a lion's roar, it takes them a bit more longer to actually produce a roar, even though we know they roar from 5 miles away, which is, yeah, impressive, but it still sounds quite rusty when they first roar. So that is why we don't know where he's at, to be fair, but he's running like there's no tomorrow. But what is more interesting though is, when you think about cockroaches, they can also survive up to a week without no head. I know some of you find that really weird, but it's quite impressive. And a nice little bonus fact for you guys, I know we all find burping very disgusting and very much gross, but believe it or not, how we can tell when a gorilla is happy is when they burp. So yes, burping for gorillas is a sign that they are actually content and very much happy. How very bizarre is that? I bet some of you did not even know that. And fun little fact, frogs use their eyeballs to push food down their throats, which is a very disgusting and very much gross little fact, but believe it or not, that is a very real fact. How gross is that? So I bet some of you didn't know that frogs have that ability with their eyes to be able to digest food, to go down their throat. Gross, I know. And not only that, lemurs. We know lemurs are beautiful, but ironically enough, lemurs are only found in Madagascar. And lemurs do have dominant males. Yo, what's good? So yeah, males will be dominant in fights when it comes to trying to win the female's heart, because ironically enough, in lemur's world, the females are the ones that are in charge of the whole group, which is kind of really unique. Don't you just love that? I find that very fascinating in my own right. And chameleons. Let's not forget about chameleons, for fuck's sakes. Chameleons are very much fascinating creatures. And for people that don't understand why chameleons change colour, well, some of you may think you know, but the three main reasons to why chameleons will change colour is due to temperature, mood, surrounding. Those are the three reasons why a chameleon would change colour. Those are the facts, those are the reasons. But not only that, you cannot actually have two male chameleons be in the same environment, because male chameleons have been known to attack other males and bite one another while in conflict. So if you have a male chameleon with another male chameleon, you will find that they will actually fight. So it's better to keep them well apart and everything else. The eyes do move independently, which is kind of cool. Us humans, we cannot actually move our eyes independently because we do not have that, ability to do that. So yeah. How cool is that, guys? And out of all animals that are dangerous, because we love dangerous animals, we really do. And we love the ability that animals can kill us and can do some significant damage to us. Out of all species of animals, it is actually the Australian box jellyfish that can actually kill you the quickest. So yes, out of all species of animals, the jellyfish, especially Australian box jellyfish, are the ones that can kill you the fastest without any hesitation. Fun side of that though with jellyfish is that it doesn't matter if they are on land and they are dead, but jellyfish will still sting regardless if they are dead or not. I've never looked to find out if a jellyfish has a penis, so you don't know. So that is something that you can go and search because that is your fascination in that. And believe it or not, people, this is kind of cute but really kind of fascinating. And I will try and get the picture up so we can talk about it real quick because I actually kind of like this fact. One sec, guys. Bollocks. You know, we'll keep talking about it because I'm not going to worry about it. So, when it comes to Asian short-clawed otters, what is actually fascinating about these guys as a species of otters is they have a favorite rock. And what they'll do is Asian otters will typically cling onto their rocks and they will hold tight until they have their own children to the point where they will pass their favorite rock down to their children. Just like us humans. There you go then, you don't know. You know that they do not have penises. So as I was saying, like us humans, we will pass down our, hand-me-downs to our children. Otters, like Asian short-claws, will actually do that. How cute is that? Now, axolotls. A lot of you do love axolotls, and they are beautiful. Found in Mexico in fresh waters. These guys can regenerate their limbs and other parts of their, body parts. Not like us humans, because if we lose an arm or we lose a leg, that is typically it for us. We will typically be unable to do that. But axolotls will easily regenerate parts of their body parts, quite easy, no problem asked. That is kind of cool when you think about it. And if you are liking what you're hearing so far, do go and like and subscribe. Go and check out my videos. Go and turn on notification bell because that does help my channel grow. Now, when we talk about axolotls, they are critically endangered. And that is mainly because speak up Luckers. But as I say, they are critically endangered due to the fact of habitat loss and people using them for pets. You can get them in black, you can get them in pink. They are absolutely fascinating creatures. And also axolotls don't really need to be in water to survive. They can actually be on land. So they can adapt to land and they can also adapt to other elements of survival tactics. It's kind of cool. I hope you guys are enjoying everything. And interestingly enough, when it comes to, tortoises, there is actually a very small species of tortoise, which is the Egyptian tortoise. They are the smallest species of tortoises out of all species. And what is interesting about them is even though they're small, all tortoises can actually feel you stroke them. The reason for that is because their shell is made out of keratin, which is equivalent to your fingernail or your hair. So it's kind of cool that they can actually feel the same sensation that we do. And out of all species of geckos, which is kind of cool, there's only one species of gecko that can actually regenerate their tails again. And that is the giant day gecko. And the reason why that is because they have the ability to regrow. It takes a bit of time. But the only reason why geckos would typically drop their tail is simply because if they're feeling threatened or they're feeling vulnerable, they will pretty much drop their tails to get away from certain situations. Cool, right? Is that a skink? Nope. Giant day geckos are typically found in Madagascar. They are least concerned, which is really good. That means their numbers are really healthy and very much on the good scale of things. Fun little fact, out of all big cats, a jaguar has the most powerful bite force than any other big cat. The reason for that is because the bite force is about 1,500. That is very impressive. The reason why jags do have the most powerful bite is because they go for the skull, not so much for the neck. So unlike lions and tigers and stuff like that, they go for the skull. Lions, tigers, all that go for the throat. And you will often find jaguars eating stuff like caiman, to turtles, to anything they can really grab. Now, ironically enough, people generally typically think that all big cats eat every day. That is actually false. They do not eat every day, they eat every other day. In the wild, they'll sometimes have a successful hunt and sometimes non-successful hunt. So, why would a lion eat every day like every other big cat? It just wouldn't be possible. And believe it or not, guys, while on the subject of big cats, what is really fun is females in the lion pride do more of the hunting than the males. But what is going to really blow you guys' mind away is that when you think about it logically, which is more dangerous, a lion or a hippo? If you guys think that it is a lion that is more dangerous than a hippo, then you would be wrong. It is actually a hippo that is more dangerous than a lion. Impressive. And the reason for that is because the lion, even, or anyone tries to go near a hippo, yeah, one clamp from being bitten by a hippo is game over for all of you. And when we look at cheetahs, cheetahs are classed as lesser cats, which is quite interesting really, because even though they are classed in the cat family, they are not Panthera. So when we talk about Panthera, Panthera is what we would class as tiger, lion, jaguar. Those are the Pantheras. Cheetahs are lesser cats. When they have, their own babies, they aren't called cubs, they are called kittens. So how impressive is that? That cheetahs are classed as lesser cats. And cheetahs are built for speed, not for strength. So when a cheetah is on a hunt, they have a choice to make. They can either, eat the food nice and quick, or they can grab the food all the way up the tree and have a successful meal. But they do always have to be on the lookout, because lions, leopards, hyenas, anything can pretty much push them out the way, because again, they aren't strong enough to be able to defend themselves. Now, if a cheetah cannot find water supply, they will drink the blood of the food that they've killed to get water down. Impressive. And when you look at a cheetah's tear lines, it acts like a pair of sunglasses to protect them from the harsh sun, so then that way they do not get blinded when they are out looking for food, or they're generally just scavenging around to find out what they can grab. How cool is that, guys? Oh, we know you're a #1 fan. And people, if you are enjoying all these facts, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Yes, we talk about nature. Yes, we talk about everything that is interesting and fascinating and beautiful about nature, regardless of what you guys love. Fun fact about marine life, because I know some of you love fish facts and shark facts and everything around, the sea world. So believe it or not, some fish can actually walk on land, and furthermore, fish can also change genders from females to males real fast. Not like us humans, it takes us all a bit of time. If you want to be a different gender, then it takes longer for us. But typically, for fish, it is, boom, it's fast, And the bamboo shark can walk underwater on the surface underneath. How cool is that? And if you ever wondered how a alligator breaks out of its shell, and when we know that it's ready to come out of its shell, you'll know about it because baby alligators will often bark when they are ready to hatch. So that is kind of a really cool indicator of when we know that the time is close for them to break out of their shell. Really cool little fact. So if you see alligator, eggs, and then you hear a little bark, that means they are ready to hatch. And for all you snake lovers, I know there are a lot of snake lovers and a lot of people that adore snakes. Believe it or not, king cobras are not dancing to the sensation of what the charmers are using. Nope, they are just following the vibration. And believe it or not, out of all snake species, king cobras are the only snakes that do build a nest to produce their young. And yes, king cobras are more vicious when they are protecting their young. Even though king cobras do typically be shy and they don't want that conflict, but if you confront them when they have their children, you will have a lot to answer for. Because let's face it, king cobras will protect their young at all costs. I don't know. And I've been doing animal facts for 21 minutes and no one has done shit. But I will be back a little bit later because I do need to drink and stay a little bit hydrated and have my breakfast. So I will be back in a few minutes or so. So I hope you guys love my animal facts. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you missed the live stream, you can always review it back and listen to some animal facts that you may have missed. And we hope all of you have a wonderful day. I will be back a little bit more later on because I want to go and eat and everything else. And yeah, guys, thank you for coming to my live stream so far. You don't know, I will see you a lot more later as I know you'll pop in as and when you can, bro. I hope your family have a blessed day. I hope you have a blessed day. It's lovely to see you in my live stream, bro. And we will catch you guys a little bit more later on. But as I say, turn on notification bell so you never miss any uploads. And as I say, peace out, everybody. Much love. Thank you all so much for coming out, as I say. And don't forget to not let anyone ruin your day today, regardless of anything. It's important to always stay positive and have a good mindset and appreciate life for what it is, regardless. We had such an amazing day today. As I say, it's been yours truly. We've been here for quite a fair bit doing animal facts, but we will be back, like I say. So,